recycling facility. And as a partner, we are dealing with the work package 4, meaning that we are testing the effectiveness of the process. We are testing the performances, so the mechanical properties, the composition of the material, so if it's purified enough or not. And we are also going to test if there is still substances of concern inside the material or not, so if it's compliant with the regulation in place in Europe. Another thing we're doing in this work package is the compounding of the granulate, the recyclate, in order to be used in a high-end application, meaning an application of the partners in the project, so Electrolux or Elix. One interesting thing about the Plastovicline project is that we are dealing with the real waste fraction. As a mechanical recycler, what we are doing is we take a plastic fraction, so a mixed fraction, and we are cleaning the plastic and separating the plastic in polymer categories. But there is a part of this process that we call the real waste, and it's a fraction that is going towards incineration because of the substances of concern that are in the plastic. There is a few things that are challenging in the process. The first thing is how to check if there is substances of concern in the material or not. What we're putting in place is using a screening technique, methods based on the Plastic Recycler Europe methodology. And from this, we are making an XRF analysis to check if there is substances of concern in the material. And that's quite a challenging point because the regulation is always changing, so we have to be sure that we are dealing with the right limits and we are testing the right substances in the material. The second challenge could be that, of course, since we are dealing with the recycling material, it could be that the performances at the end are not matching the high-end application. But our idea is really to prove that, of course, it is possible that the recycling plastic can be used back to electronics, for example, if we take the waste from WEEE, so the electronic waste, and it can be back in electronics again. And that's really one of the goals of this work package, is to prove that a recycled material can be a really good material. And the whole idea of the project and the beauty of this Plastovicline project is that we are taking care of this remaining fraction. So we are dealing with a fraction that now is going to incineration, and in this project we are going to recover it. And that's a really huge improvement in order to increase the recycling rate. We deal with fraction that we don't know how to deal with today. Meaning that if this project is successful, then we will have an improvement on all kind of recycling facilities. The second beauty is that we are really dealing with a combination of mechanical recycling, so the sorting process, separating in different polymers, and the second part is on the chemical recycling. And it's really nice to see that in the project and in recycling, it's the combination of both chemical and mechanical recycling that are making the final product and the performances of the material good. And this is definitely to keep in mind in recycling.